Can I ask you about the tiger? I mean, Mr. Tigre? Cookie? Sure. How do you like my cookies? I baked them myself. Go ahead, Nick. The honor is all yours. I just ate. Sorry. No. Ladies first, Maya. No matter how I look at this, I just don't get it. What are the tiger and this scary girl doing working together? We're lovers. I couldn't get that, obviously. That's not exactly coming across in your tone of voice. I owe Don Tigre my life. He's the one who saved me. The tiger saved you? Please address him properly as Don Tigre, or otherwise I'll have to. Okay, Don Tigre, of course, I'm sorry. Mr. Dawn, the Dawn, he saved her life. I'm sure, I'd sure like to know how that happened. Missy, let me know how you saved your life. I'm very frail, you see. Sure. Just recently I died once. You died? About 4 months ago. The doctor said to abandon all hope. I guess they were expecting her to take a boat ride across the river Styx. But Don Tigre, he saved me. You gave up everything. Everything? When I found out what he had done for me, I was happy. No offense, but I'm finding that a little hard to believe. I decided I'd pay him back with my life by serving him coffee and espresso. I still wonder what's in her coffee. Cocaine. So, is that why you've got that bandage around your head? This? So what's the story with the bandage? They put it on after the operation. Operation? It's just a little injury. A little fatal injury. A fatal injury? Maya just suffered one herself by the sound of it. So that's the injury you were talking about before you said you had died once? 4 logs. She really creeps me out, Nick. Same here, but we've got to find out the truth. Let's go to Vitamin Square. Wait, can I present you this photo and see if, like, hey, does this girl look familiar? No. Caribbean. Let's go to the kitchen and see if he's here. Still not here. Still not here. Criminal affairs? This guy, he was a real programming genius. They called in the walk-in computer at the place where he worked. What happens when he crashes through? Crashes though. He wasn't a computer Maya. Anyway, there's nothing between Maggie and the victim. Yeah, that's what we found out yesterday too. Hey, Detective Gumshoe, don't you have any information that's a bit more fun? Fun? Oh, I know. So, have you paid a visit to where Elg worked yet? You might as well. His workplace, where's that? A computer firm called Blue Screens Incorporated, or something like that. Sounds like a real stable company. This should be fun, Nick. Let's go. Computers aren't really my thing, Maya. We'll be fine. I know all about that high-tech stuff. I wonder about that. It's just around the corner from this joint. You should take a look. A computer firm called Blue Screens Incorporated. Blue Screen. Well, I'm gonna head back to the precinct now. We've got a big meeting starting in a bit. About Maggie's case, you mean? No, that's pretty much wrapped up now. There's another big case going down at the moment, so she's been pushed aside. Okay, well, see you later then. Bye. Welcome back. You better get going, detective, or you'll be late. Actually, I've got a favor to ask. It's a big one. A favor? Yeah, it's for, Maggie, actually. I was kinda hoping, you'd give this to her for me. What is it? It's a lunchbox. I got up early so I can make it. I've been real worried about her. She looked like she lost a lot of weight. Detective Gumshoe? How many weenies are in here? There's not a person on Earth who'd eat down this much meat. Shut up, Maya, you would. You think? I love weenies. I can't get enough of their tender juiciness. So will you give it to her? It took me ages to make, so please, say you will, pal. I can't exactly say no, can I? I mean, it's kind of a basic plate. Oh, it's not a lot of color variations. Whatever. Maybe I'll eat it myself if I get hungry. Don't forget, okay? I'm counting on you to give that to Maggie. He's finally gone. Blue screens. Wow, this place is so high-tech. You can almost smell the electricity in the air. It's a computer from Maya. They can't work without electricity. You know? Who are you? Oh, hello. I'm sorry. Access is restricted to authorized personnel only. This is a computer programming laboratory. There are far too many trade secrets that could be leaked. Wow, what secrets? Everything you see here is classified. No information can leave this building. Understood. Who is this woman? She's like a robot from some kind of whacked educational show. My name is Lisa Basil. I'm the company director. Director? She's human? She seems more like a ghost in a shell. Ah! And that thing over her eyes, isn't that the same device as Glenn Alex? That's a DMH... No. Nice try, but it's the other way around, Maya. HMD. All of my programmers here at Blue Screens Incorporated are supplied with HMDs. Then do you write programs too? No, I just enjoy wearing this. They are pretty cool, I wouldn't mind one. Can I have one? So what exactly is this firm's business? I will try to simplify it so that you can understand. We analyze the data management systems required by certain branches of industry and deliver optimum operating system and source level components. You lost me on the corner of Amaze and Analyze and Management. It doesn't matter, they analyze stuff. You got that much right. The software we produce is distributed on CDs. CDs? Yes, compact discs. Digital optical storage media. Noun. Of course, CDs are used for software as well as music. It is a small firm, but all of my employees are first-class programmers. Let's ask one of them what they are doing. Excuse me, what are you working on right now? I'm researching the impact of time on the logical axis of shared global, obviously. Influences response time and performance of the codependence, independence, variables, and memory overheads is vitally important to the execution. Well, you get the idea. This is the sort of thing we are involved in. Did you good people follow all of that? Yeah. Your blank smile just said otherwise, Maya. You know what happened, right, Miss Basil? You mean about Glenn being poisoned? Yes, it's terrible. Can you tell us anything that might be helpful? I don't think so. A police officer was here earlier too. But I couldn't tell him anything either, because the waitress who committed the crime has nothing to do with Blue Screens Incorporated. Oh. How about Mr. Elg's desk? Have you cleared it out already? No, not yet. It's this one right in front of you. If there's anything that might be useful to you, you are welcome to take it. I guess there might be a clue here somewhere. Can I present him with his profile? Actually, yeah. Age, nothing, because absolutely not a robot. Can I present you and say, are you a robot? Would you mind taking a look at this? I'm sorry. That data is super admin restricted desktop access password protected. Super admin restricted desktop access password protected? What? This is madness. No, Maya, that is Sparta. Stop. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god. She won't tell us unless we say the right code word. Code word. Sesame. Password. If it's not Sesame, then it must be your mother's maiden name. That's how it always is. There's no point in having a password if it's always the same thing, Maya. I guess she just doesn't want to talk about this. Maybe we should focus on asking about Glenn Elg. What do you say? Sounds like a good idea to me. What can you tell us about him? About Mr. Elg. He was a top programmer. I would even say he was a genius. He did suffer from 1 or 2 bugs in his personality. He wasn't programmed right. Oh, like what? He was a bit of a loser, perhaps would be the best way to describe it. That's what got him into trouble. What's the matter? He was a top programmer. I would even say he was a genius. So he was really no trouble at all. A model employee. Hey, wait a minute. Just now you said something about him being in trouble. We gotta find out what his trouble was exactly. Yeah, Glenn's trouble. About Mr. Elg. Was he in some kind of trouble? I'm sorry. Why would you think that? I thought you said something about it just now. You said he got himself into trouble because he was a bit of a loser. A Cyclock. I guess Mr. Elg is like every other man with his own pile of secrets. What about this MC Bomber thing? No. Let's examine. Fuck's that thing put under his desk? Guess I can't check it. He's really pounding that keyboard, isn't he? Wow, I bet that's where the pro and programmer comes from, huh? I guess I shouldn't be resting on my laurels. Gotta expand my skill set and all that. Yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe I could become old CD's apprentice. What about your spirit medium training? Oh, look at this desk, Nick. What a mess. Looks pretty average to me. But you can't get any work done with everything all over the place like this. You think? Real whiz kids can work under any condition, you know? She's trying to hint that I should tidy my desk more. I'll clean up my desk when Maya starts asking silly questions. No hurry then. Hey, this calendar. What about it? Is there another hint about tidying? You can forget it. Someone's marked December 3rd in red pen. December 3rd, that's the day Mr. Elg was murdered. Is there anything else? Yeah, it says meet with the tiger. The tiger. These things. Leaves. Oh, look at this mess. Looks like they're all betting tickets. What kind of betting tickets? For betting on which horse will win a given race. They're horse racing tickets. Man, that's a fucking shit show. Trying to get all those right. Fuck that. I mean, I can get like one horse right, and then like the rest is like fuck. Because there's so many factors that you can't account for. Oh wow, his drawers are stuffed full of these. Looks like they're all losing tickets though. Yeah, you don't keep winning ones in a drawer full of losing ones. This many tickets would get you what? $1 down at the recycling center? You're hopeless, Nick. You know that. I'm just taking them as evidence. I only need one. Let's present. We might be able to break her open. His troubles are his gambling troubles. The tiger is obviously the tigre. So how about you tell me what kind of trouble Mr. Elg was in? I'm sorry, sir, but we don't deal with troubleshooting here. Perhaps you'd like to speak to someone in customer service. What's she talking about? I guess I'd better just take a shot and see where it gets me. Miss Basil, let me ask you something. Did Mr. Elg trouble have something to do with this? What is that? A bunch of horse racing tickets, all losing ones. With that many tickets, you could get $1 at the recycling center. You good people are very, very bad. Cashing in on others' misfortunes is immoral. Why did I get a whiff of hypocrisy just now? But what is the relevance of these tickets? The victim, Mr. Elg, he had a gambling habit, didn't he? I don't think that's a logical conclusion based on the facts. Everyone likes to go to the races from time to time. Yeah, but not everyone buys this many tickets. Anyway, I don't believe that proves anything on its own. You're right, but I'm not through yet. Mr. Elg's gambling wasn't restricted to horse races, was it? No. He also played the lottery. That's not his ticket. That's his ticket. The lottery, horse racing. He bought a lot of tickets and lost a lot of times. That's gotta have hurt his wallet pretty bad, don't you think? Maybe bad enough to be the cause of some pretty serious trouble, perhaps. No? You are right. Glenn did have a gambling habit. You good people must not follow his example. Do you understand? Trust me, even if I wanted to, I don't exactly have the money to buy any. But if you win, there's no problem, is there? And Glenn had a winning ticket, didn't he? For $500,000. Yeah, but he died. It's hard to imagine how he could have been in trouble then, isn't it? It's true that Mr. Elg won $500,000 in the end. But that was his first stroke of good luck. He was in deep trouble before that. Deep trouble? What do you mean? Mr. Elg's real problem was with someone or something more terrifying and ferocious. He was in deep with the tiger. Furio Tigre, the boss of a loan office called Tender Lender. Tender Lender. People with businesses should think harder before naming their businesses, offices. Like you're one to talk. What do you think? Our firm is doing very well at the moment. I don't think we need to borrow money. No. I mean about Mr. Elg. You think Glenn had something to do with this Furio Tigre? Yes. I'm sorry. I don't know of any connection between the two of them. Really? Because I've got proof that Mr. Elg and the Tigre knew each other. Where is my horse? Gone. Furier Tigre, aka Tiger, is the boss of a loan office called Tender Lender. This is who Mr. Elg met with on the day of his murder. And the only thing a loan shark would talk with him about would be his debt. No! It's true that Glenn had racked up quite a bit of debt from his gambling habit. About $100,000, I think. $100,000? Ouch. But I heard he won the lottery, so he should have been in the clear. Shame Maggie couldn't get a bit of that good luck. Okay. So the guy got lucky and won the lottery. But what if he hadn't won? What was his plan then? Well, this isn't easy to say, but he said he would use his talents to repay the money. His talents. I suspect he was talking about programming. A computer program is worth $100,000. Perhaps you good people should leave so I can get back to my work. I'm so close to cracking the program in question. Was it by any chance this? Can I show? Gives this $100,000. MC Bomb is $100,000. Which would have to be this. It's a very delicate matter. Without the necessary data, there's really no way I can access this information. I know Mr. L created some sort of program. She can't deny it if I show her the program itself as evidence. I just did! What? What? Oh my god. Do I really have to, like, here's sports paper. Oh my god. You have to get it. You have to now analyze the disc. Are you fucking kidding me? Fuck off. I know that's the fucking answer. I don't think I have enough evidence yet. I should investigate and gather some more clues before I try again. Oh, come back here, bitch. And I will break you wide open. Detention center. Need to go back to the fucking precinct and get my damn information. Oh, Mr. Wright. Hello, Maggie. So they finished questioning you? It wasn't just unbelievable in court today, sir. I'm going to stay up all night and blog about everything that happened. Weren't you scared? It was pretty much touch and go in there. Yeah, but you totally nailed that old man. Well, he was all over the place with his testimony. He's not the only one. Huh? What do you mean? Everyone else's testimonies didn't match up either. Not with what I remember of the incident, anyway. Is it possible she's the one misremembering things? Maggie, you know how you said that about every some provided testimony that didn't match up with what you remembered? Yep, there was just so many things that don't seem to add up. The biggest contradiction is the other guy I saw at the victim's table. He was the one who slipped something into the victim's coffee, I'm sure it was. But didn't Mr. Kudo testify earlier today? It was the waitress who put some white powder into the coffee cup. So you really think it was this disappearing man that did it? Well, he's not the only thing that disappeared. The CD vanished as well. You know the CD with the writing on it? Oh yeah, the MC Screwdriver album, right? It was MC Bomber, Maya. The name was scrawled on the sports paper as well. They never did find that CD at the crime scene, sir. Or the victim's medication that's gone missing too. Ouch, my head. This is getting way too complicated for me. You said you passed out when the victim, Glenn L, collapsed, right? Yes, it was so embarrassing. I mean, I used to be a cop. When I came to the restaurant, I was buzzing with police. And before I knew what was going on, they arrested me, sir. So between the time the victim collapsed and the time the police arrived on the scene, you have no idea what went on at Tribune? No, not an idea at all. Why, is it important, Mr. Wright? The other witness, the old man from the park, was pretty much chased out of the picture. Chased out of the picture? What do you mean? Old CD wasn't inside the restaurant because he was told to go to call the police. Exactly. And you, Maggie, were unconscious. That means Mr. Armstrong was alone in the restaurant for a brief period of time. No. You don't think Mr. Armstrong set me up, do you? When you consider the facts, it's hard to imagine that Mr. Armstrong isn't involved in this at all. It's like the master biting the paw of the dog that it feeds. Are you sure about this, Mr. Wright? Yeah. Well, the old man said as much when we spoke with him earlier. I don't know, the things that man says don't add up for some reason, sir. Maggie looks like she's trying to figure something out. We better find exactly what happened to the old man on that day. But we need to present this lunch to you. Because we are good people. Oh, yeah, I've got something you're going to love. Really? What is it? A lunchbox, just for you. Here. Wow, a lunchbox. Weenies, too. I can't believe it. Thank you, sir. Did you make this just for me, Mr. Wright? I didn't make it. No, it was Detective Gumshoe. Who else would make such a nice lunchbox for you? Detective Gumshoe. He's really worried about you. He looks like you put a lot of effort into making this, too. I can't accept it. Detention's in the rules. No gifts allowed, sir. Hey, come on, Maggie. Don't be like that. The rules are rules. They'll lock you up if you break them. Somehow, when an ex-cop turned witness says that, it seems a whole lot scarier. And anyway. I hate weenies. Oh, really? It's all yours, Maya. You can enjoy it with Mr. Wright. Wow. What a bitch. But she's right. It's better than letting it go to waste. But I guess so. Gumshoe's lunchbox eaten with Maya. Well, how was it? That hit the spot. I love weenies. Oh, good. I'm glad I gave it to you then, sir. Hey, don't get all pissy at me. You're the one that chose to get rid of it. You could have just accepted it like a normal person. It feels much better after this trial this morning. I've been a bit of a courtroom proceedings addict for years now. Feels like forever since I saw a witness as slippery as that old man. He's not really that bad of an old man, though. Still, I feel a bit uneasy. I thought you just said you felt much better. Maggie, if there's something on your mind, you've got to tell us. Especially if it has anything to do with Mr. Kudo or his testimony. Roger, I'll spill it all and see what you make of it. Is there anything about Mr. Kudo's testimony that stood out as odd to you? Actually, yes. The fact that he was even testifying to begin with doesn't quite what? Well, when I took the coffee over to the victim's table... It's true there was another customer in the restaurant. Yeah, we know that already. It was Victor Kudo. But I can't really say. It was an old man. Okay, then how about calling him a really old, middle-aged man? No, age isn't the issue. The other customer was a woman. A woman? Are you sure, Maggie? Well, I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. So what did this woman look like? She was sort of creepy. And she had a kind of cackling laugh. Oh, you mean Violetta. Creepy. Cackling? Why do I get the feeling I've come across a woman like that recently? Let's present her profile. Tell me. Tell me! I know I used to be on the police force, sir, but I'm incarcerated now, so I can't use any connections to help you. All I can help you about now is info about ex-cons or the clientele of the Tribulations. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm gonna strangle you. Don't let it get you down, Maggie. Are you fucking kidding me? You just...